Hi children, today we are discussing about right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. Before that, we have to learn about the Maxwell's corkscrew rule. See here, this is the Maxwell screw rule. So this is screw. So whenever we have to be using screws, we are rotating clockwise direction. So the direction rotates gives the direction of the magnetic field. So whenever we using this direction, so it is a clockwise direction. So is the clockwise direction means the direction of magnetic field. It indicates direction of magnetic field. Now whenever we have to using clockwise direction, automatically the screw inserting inside the any object. So that indicates, so direction of the flow of screw is direction of current. So this type of, as well as similarly the Maxwell screws can be called as a right hand thumb rule. See now right hand thumb rule. See here, the thumb indicates the upward direction, the thumb indicates the current. The all four fingers is which direction? Towards an anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. So whenever the screws can be direction can be going on clockwise direction, the current indicates downwards. But here the four fingers are all are in anti-clockwise direction. So that's why the current direction is upwards. See here, the thumb shows the current, the direction of the current. Rest of hand shows the direction of the magnetic field. That indicates B bar. So the current indicates I bar. The magnetic field indicates B bar. So two vectors. So it is a vector quantity. As magnetic field is applied across the flow of electrons, it affects the spin of the electrons, which affect the atomic magnetic field, causing a repulsion. So why we have to repulsion means automatically all the electrons should be acting on a magnetic field. So thus four fingers are in anti-clockwise direction, the current indicates upward direction. If it is the four fingers indicates the clockwise direction, then the current indicates downwards. Let us see here, the four fingers indicates, the forefinger indicates clockwise direction, then the current indicates downwards. So as well as we have to be learn here, the thumb indicates current, the forefinger indicates magnetic field. So this is the right hand thumb rule. Let us see the definition of right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. Hold the wire carrying current in your right hand such that the thumb indicates the direction of the current. Then the folded fingers, that means four fingers, will indicate the presence of magnetic field lines surrounding the wire. So this is called a right hand thumb rule. That means the thumb indicates the direction of the current and four fingers will indicate the presence of magnetic field lines. So this is a right hand thumb rule. For this thumb rule, we have to using the current carrying a conductor. So that's why we have to know about the right hand thumb rule. See the next topic. Magnetic field due to a current through a circular loop. So here, whenever a current strike wire, we have to be form a circular loop. Then how the magnetic field can be induced from here? The magnetic lines can be formed by a produced by a current carrying a circular loop. Let us see. We have so far observed the pattern of the magnetic field lines produced around a current carrying straight wire. Suppose this straight wire is a bend in the form of a circular loop and a current is passed through it. So how the current is passed through it? Because of the two copper wires, the two ends of the copper wire can be connected to a battery, then the current can be passed. So now how the magnetic field lines look like? See here that picture is there. So in that picture we have observed a clear. See, one is a positive terminal end and another one is negative terminal end. See here, this is positive terminal end and this is negative terminal end. these two ends can be connected to the battery, then automatically the current can be produced by the copper wire. Then current produces a magnetic field. See the current, whenever the current is passing through the copper wire, then the magnetic field can be the south to north direction should be indicating is there. So the magnetic field lines can be form of a from south to north, from the below or above. So whenever the circular loops is a form of a parallel lines. See, let us see how can these activity or these we have to measure a circular loop can be form of a current produced by the magnetic field lines. Let us see. Consider a circular loop of wire of radius with R and center lying a plane of paper. The current I is produced from the positive terminal to negative terminal. Then it has the current can be produced in anti-clockwise direction. So how this produced by the current is going on like this direction. So that's why the current is produced from the anti-clockwise direction. If it is positive terminal is that side, the negative terminal is this side, then the current can be produced by the clockwise direction. If either clockwise or anti-clockwise, then the magnetic field lines can be form of a same. If it is whether here inside the copper wire, that means in the whole inside. So this is the inside of the copper wire. The inside of the copper wire, the magnetic field due to the any position from above position or below position, the small current carrying a length of the coil is the direction of the magnetic field inside the loop is proportional to the plane of the paper. It's inwards. So that means the direction of the magnetic field inside, where have to going on copper wire, we have to inside the loop, this is proportional to the plane of the paper inwards. If it is outwards, that means this is the outwards. This is the outwards. In outwards, the direction of the field outside the loop is proportional to the plane of the paper outwards. So the direction of the field can be either outwards or inwards. The same magnetic field can be considered as a due to a circular loop. But the current is whenever it is an anti-clockwise or clockwise, the direction of the magnetic field does not change. So here the magnetic field in same direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, the current passing through the copper wire, the magnetic field cannot be changed in any direction of the current flowing through a circular loop. This can we have to identify for the magnetic field due to a current carrying through a circular loop from the copper wire. Do you understand? Either inside or outwards, the direction of the magnetic field is proportional to the plane of the paper is perpendicular to the inwards or outwards. That means the direction of the magnetic field is same, either outwards or inwards. But the current carrying through the either anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction, the magnetic field does not be changed here. I don't understand. Why? Because the current is changed from the clockwise or anti-clockwise, but the magnetic field does not be changed. So for a magnetic field due to a circular coil loop. Clear? See here, I will take a one copper wire. Let us, the copper wire can be, I would bend a circular loop like this. So the current is produced from the clockwise, from the left hand side to right hand side. See, consider a circular loop of wire of radius R with a center O lying in the plane of paper. That means whenever we have to use a plane of paper, the current I pass through the loop clockwise. Am I right? The current I passes through the loop from the clockwise direction. According to right hand thumb rule, so already we learned about the right hand thumb rule. The thumb indicates the direction of the current. If the thumb is upwards, that means the thumb indicates current. So here the left hand side of the current can be going towards the upward direction. Then the magnetic field can be going on the four fingers. So bolded four fingers means towards clockwise direction. Am I right? Towards clockwise direction. So according to right hand thumb rule, the direction of the magnetic field due to any position of small current carrying through the length of the coil is, then the direction of the magnetic field inside the loop is perpendicular to the plane paper inwards, and the direction of the magnetic field outside the loop is perpendicular to the plane of the paper outwards. Either inwards or outwards, the direction of the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. So the direction of the magnetic field can be considered as the direction of total magnetic field due to a circular coil, as current through all the elements will contribute to the magnetic field in the same direction. So either the current can be passing through the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. The magnetic field, that means the direction of the total magnetic field due to a circular loop coil as, will be contribute the same direction. Are you understand? So this is the main example of the magnetic field due to a circular coil through a current. Okay.